Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. In our previous video, we showed you how we can automate the generation of the summary matrix. And all we need to do is press this button and it is generated, right? And if you also can remember, it is based on this sheet, pure detail, and it is based on different columns, especially the sum range is the amount column, right? There are the other columns also having the figures, but we are basing our summary on the base of this amount column. That's why the monthly summary is showing you the amount, right? And the total is for the amount. Huh? What if we want this summary to work, to give us the choice whether we want the summary of the values or the quantities? So the entire mechanism will remain the same. Only the change will come here where we say $I to $D, right? You remember? Yeah, dollar is the absolute, right? Because these are going to be static, absolute, not to be changing when we copy the formulas left to right, up and down. So this will remain, $I will remain $I, right? So let's go and see the code in which we must have written $I. Right? $I is to be replaced with $D, right? So we type here $I, yeah, and we search within the current procedure, right? Find next. So this is the $I, yeah. So if we make it variable, so that whenever the user wants the quantity, only the change is going to happen here. This $I is going to be changed to $D, and the summary will be about the quantities, not the values, right? And also this product total, the total where we are writing total here, C1 is a total, and this should tell that it is amount total, right? And so only these two changes, and with a little input from the user, we have to give it here. So let's quickly see that how we do it. Okay, so we close this previous file. We say, okay, don't save it, right? So this is our today's file, in which we will show you how you can make it to reflect the amounts and quantity. Let me show you. If we click here, the summary, right? So before doing anything, it is asking you, please enter 1 for amounts and 2 for quantities. Now, if we want the totals, we will do 2 here. So what it is going to do, the same thing, only it is changed from $I to $D, right? Right? And the rest of the totaling and other things will remain the same, right? So if we want to get back to totals, amount summary, the default value is 1, okay? So this is now amount. If we want to get back to quantity, we press 2. This will become 2 quantities, right? So let's have a look of the code. What changes we have done? We have not made much changes in that. That's it. Only one thing is that we have used a do loop value. That gives you the prompt and stores it into the check. What is your choice, right? You can have any variable in that. You can take. So we have given the name of the variable as chk to contain 1 or 2. Otherwise, it will keep you rotating within this loop. And the only way to exit from this loop is either you enter the 1 or 2, right? So 1 is for amount summary and 2 is for the quantity summary. Okay. Once you have done it, then you, as soon as it is exited from the do while loop. And now, on the basis of your choice, if 1, it is $I, right? So we have to take the full path. What is the I column? I column is in different parts of the workbook. So you have to specify in this way the sheet name enclosed in the quote, single quotes, and then a sign of exclamation that shows you the sheet boundary, means a sheet name is entered like this, okay? And then you enter $I in $E range, right? This is only in case of CH if you have entered 1. And if you have entered 2, then my sum range will be, instead of $I, it will be $D, right? So what to do next? Now we go to this formula in which we have replaced that in the formula, with the my sum range, which we have determined, right? So this how it is, only slight changes and so the advantage of doing this is that you don't have to make multiple sheets for different purposes. On the single sheet, monthly summary will be used for multiple purpose. You can have more reports if they are of the same format. You can just use the VBA to use the same worksheet, and for the purpose which is chosen by the user. The user chooses the quantity, okay, press 2 and click OK. And the rest of the mechanism is the same, that you select this and you proceed to the end. As soon as you reach to the end, then you will do like this, right? So you can verify if the quantities are matching or not. So 1608, 16085 is the total of the quantities, right? So totaling of the quantity does not make any sense, but here it makes sense that the entire total is covered or not, okay? So we go to the PO detail and we select this and you see 16085. This matches what you have, the total 16. So it means it is correct and verified. And if we click it again and we say the amounts, now this will change from quantity to amount, and we will extend it like this. Right. So the total is 197,185. Let's go and check. 197,185. That's right. Okay. So this is how we avoid making unnecessary use of the worksheets. When a single worksheet can serve multiple purposes, we should look for this instead of making one sheet for the quantity, the other sheet for the totals, and maybe the third sheet for the number of orders. So purchase order, number of purchase orders, yeah, can be the third thing, and there can be many others, right? So when one worksheet can serve the purpose, so there is no point of using multiple sheets for different purposes, right? So this is just one thing. My objective was to tell you how you can use the single sheet for multiple purposes. Thank you very much.